The rain poured in relentless sheets that morning, drenching the streets and turning puddles into tiny mirrors reflecting the gray sky. In the middle of it all, Mark, a single father juggling the weight of his young daughter's future and his own dwindling hopes, sprinted through the storm, briefcase clutched tightly, his heart hammering not just from the effort, but from the pressure. Today was the day that could change everything, a high-stakes job interview at a company that promised stability, security, and a chance to finally breathe without the constant fear of falling behind. Every step he took was calculated, yet in a moment that would forever alter the course of his life, everything came to a sudden halt. A car had swerved to the side of the road, smoke curling up from under the hood, and a woman stood beside it, soaked and desperate, her hands trembling as she struggled with the engine. Without thinking, Mark abandoned the race against time. He ran over, offering steady hands and calm words, guiding her through the chaos of a broken car on a stormy morning. His daughter's school uniform and backpack flashed in his mind, the errands left undone, the rent he was barely keeping up with, but something in the woman's eyes stopped him cold. They were filled with fear, exhaustion, and the quiet panic of someone stranded in a world that seemed suddenly too big and unkind. He ignored the ticking clock of his interview and dove into the challenge, opening the hood, checking fluids, tightening loose wires, and calling a tow service to make sure she would get home safely. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of doing the right thing even when it costs you everything, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, Grandma Dearie. Hours slipped by unnoticed as Mark worked alongside the woman. She finally smiled, exhausted but grateful, the storm beginning to ease into a gentle drizzle. She introduced herself as Claire, her voice soft and warm despite the morning's chaos, but Mark barely caught her words as he looked at his watch and realized he had missed his interview entirely. His stomach sank, panic threatening to overtake the fleeting sense of satisfaction he felt. He had gambled everything on a stranger, and now, as he trudged home through the wet streets, the weight of missed opportunities pressed down on him. Back at their small apartment, Mark's daughter ran into his arms, oblivious to the turmoil outside. Her laughter was like sunlight breaking through clouds, and for a moment, he let himself breathe. Life had a way of balancing sorrow and joy in unexpected measures. But that night, as he filled out applications and sent apology emails to the company he'd missed, Mark wondered if his choice to help Claire had been foolish. Days passed, and routine returned. Yet the memory of that rainy morning lingered like a whisper in the back of his mind. Then, one afternoon, a knock at the door changed everything. Standing there was Claire, holding a small bouquet of wildflowers, her eyes shimmering with gratitude and something else, a quiet hope. She had insisted on giving him a gift for his selfless act, something he couldn't have imagined, a letter of recommendation for a different company, one that trusted character over punctuality, compassion over competition. Mark's heart pounded as he read her words, realizing that his choice, the one that had felt like a sacrifice, had become a bridge to an unexpected opportunity. The company was impressed by his story, by the moral courage he had shown in helping a stranger, and they offered him a position the next day. It wasn't just a job, it was a testament to the truth that doing the right thing, even when no one is watching, can ripple through life in ways we cannot foresee. The transformation in Mark's life wasn't immediate, but it was profound. The small apartment began to feel brighter, laughter more frequent, and hope more tangible. He could finally provide a few extra comforts for his daughter, and he carried himself with a renewed sense of pride, not for the promotion, but for the integrity that had carried him through the storm. He often thought of Claire, imagining her safe and smiling, and he understood that moments of kindness have a way of returning to us when we least expect it. And sometimes, the universe rewards those who pause in the middle of their own storms to lift someone else up. Mark's story spread quietly at first, among friends, neighbors, and co-workers, but it carried a powerful message, that even a single act of kindness, made in a moment of chaos, can change lives, not just for the one receiving it, but for the one brave enough to give it. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like, share, and comment. Your engagement helps spread the message that kindness matters and that second chances are real. Before you go, leave a comment telling us about a time you made a choice that felt small but ended up changing everything. Mark's story proves that every choice, every act of courage and compassion, has the power to reshape the future in ways we cannot yet imagine. In the end, Mark's life wasn't just about a missed interview or a stormy morning. It was about the quiet heroism of everyday decisions, the courage to care for others even when it costs us, and the unwavering belief that love, kindness, and integrity are never wasted. That rainy day, the storm that seemed to close doors, had opened the one that truly mattered, a door to hope, humanity, and the profound, unspoken magic of doing the right thing.